What's going on, everybody? It's Falchion with you once again, and once again, we're here for another Tuesday night league race with the MSR. For those of you not in the know, and I'm sorry about my dogs. Um, they're going crazy outside. But for those of you not in the know, MSR is Max Speed Racing, an F1 based racing league here on the Xbox. So, as we are waiting for people to file in, we are going to get you guys set up with what's happened in the last 5 rounds. So let's check that out now. As you can see here, look, guys, I just found out some disturbing news from a doctor, and so I feel okay in admitting I can barely read any of this. All right, so bear with me. Maybe 4K is just not the way for me anymore. BXTN in the lead with 78 points, followed by RPK Rum P2 with 56 points. Behind him is Laugardule with 47 points. And Cotton is behind him at 44 points. Evil, just a few points back from him at 40 points. Really struggling, sorry. Maybe I can highlight it. Not in a way that makes any kind of difference. And now that's there. Hope I don't mess up their thing. Rogue is behind him, sitting at, let me see if I can get back on the line here, 33 points. DJ CJ. Somebody's messing with me on that. I'm telling you, somebody is seriously messing with me. It's DJ CJ, just behind Rogue with 26 points. Is that right? I'm off. Look, I'm sorry. You guys are gonna have to be able to look at that for yourself because honestly, I can barely read it. And I'm not doing a really good job at that. So I'll just leave it up there for a few more seconds while I clean off my useless glasses. Life, guys, life. Um, but this should be an exciting one. It's at Zandvoort in the Netherlands. I always get Zandvoort and Zolder mixed up. Zandvoort in the Netherlands, and this should be an exciting one because it is a very fast track, but also can at times be difficult to grip. Uh, and it can be difficult to find the grip, and it's not particularly wide. About 2 car widths wide, giving space on either side of each car so that they're not touching. So, Evil, what's going on, buddy? Surprised to see you're not in the race. I hope you're right though. That I hope the race goes well, and it is getting underway. So let me switch up the screen here. If I hit the right button, that would work. There we go. But like I was saying, so fairly narrow track. Not so bad, but it's not like a Monaco narrow, right? But enough that if you're trying to go too wide into some of these corners that look like they should be very easy to go too wide in, then you can end up catching yourself out or catching someone else out. But I don't think that's going to happen tonight because these guys are the consummate professionals. I hope you guys. I got a new computer and the fans are like ramped up to. If this thing had wheels and wings, it would take off, right? I don't know how to. I'm not enough of a PC guy to know how to turn that down, and it's very loud. So if you can hear that, I do apologize. Everything on my Streamlabs info is saying that it can't be heard, but who knows? Who knows? But we are just waiting for guys to start rolling out, and first out is Jewel in the Ferrari on the soft tires. Now I was watching these guys practice today, and the guys that were practicing seem to have gone through the gambit of all the tires, so softs, the mediums, and the hards, and the softs, of course, were the better tire. We've come to expect that. But the question that I cannot answer, as I was in the spectator's point of view, is how long these tires are going to be able to last. Like, what are these tires? What are the soft tires doing after 5 laps? You may just be better off going for the hard tires and a better stand. That's the information that I personally don't have, like I said, as a spectator, unfortunately. But Evil says he needed a break from the car today. I can understand that, bro. You take care of yourself. Make sure you keep yourself happy and healthy. And we'll see you the next time you are able to jump into your ride. I do have a question for you. I saw Michael driving. Is he driving as a reserve for you right now? I think he is. It looks like he's teamed up with Cotton, so that's awesome. I haven't seen Michael in a car in quite a while. Hopefully he can gather some good points for you. He was looking good in practice. His time was down on everybody, but his car handling was extremely smooth, like way smoother looking than anyone else's. So we'll see what that translates to in the race here, as we look to see Jewel start his fast lap. DRS wide open, and that was his fast lap, and it comes in with 111.1. That was the fast lap. That was around the fast lap of practice. So maybe some guys were holding back, sandbagging, or maybe Jewel just gave it his everything on his first lap out. Let's see what Websy's got. Oh, Websy is in the pit. My bad. Let's see what DJ CJ's got. Let me look here. I want to say he's been away. Yeah, he was away last week, as was BXTN. I'm kind of surprised by that. I'm sure he had his perfectly great reasons for that, but leading this league, I was surprised to see him miss a day. Hopefully he's back in fighting form, but he is back. See him sitting in the pits in 12th right now. He hasn't put in a lap, so that's why. So Josh Godwin, new name for me, comes in with a 111.8, and then DJ CJ comes in with a 111.86. So Mr. Godwin with a 111.84, DJ CJ 111.86. Huggy on the medium tire, so was DJ CJ, but Huggy on the medium tire, 113.1. Angry out on track with the soft tires. Another new name for me, Uncanny Ant. So Ant in with a 113. A 113.1. Did I miss something here? Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up. It's been a rough week. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a really rough. Or actually, it's been a rough. Like, yesterday. Anyway, that's beside the point. Sorry. Um, Rogue is, as Angry goes around, but is able to keep it out of the wall and get it, and is able to spin it around like a consummate professional to get it facing right on the track again. Good for him. Uncanny Ant back in the car with him, as he does not seem to be going full bore. Maybe this is his end lap, or maybe he's using this as a warm-up lap for a fast lap, or it could be nope, that's all it could be. And there he goes down in front straight with his wing open. He's putting in a hot lap now. Let's ride with him, see what he's got. Very good around the first three corners. I think some other drivers are going to push that a little bit harder. Not sure of his credentials as far as racing and leagues goes, but maybe he's kind of holding back right now, trying to get a feel for her. Could be that the Netherlands is not a place he likes to be, but he is sporting that bright orange. I almost sport. What in the world? That's the kind of days I've been having. Here he comes around to the front straight. Going to be looking to open that DRS. Pushing it. He is able to jump up in time with a 1:11.9, so not too bad. These guys all covered in the 1:11s except for Angry right now. But you know you're about to see him get just that angry and put down a hot lap when he comes back out of the pits. Looking at his teammate here, Rogue. Being real easy on the track right now. Looks like it's a very overcast day here during this qualifying session. And Angry is disqualified for blocking the pits. What? He must have had a spin. That is unfortunate for him. But he can make inroads from the back of the pack here on this track. We're starting to see those guys break off who like to start on those medium tires. Websy, I know, is happy to have his teammate back this week. Both he and his teammate running the medium tires right now. Let's see what Websy's got as he puts in this fast lap. Jumps up to a 1:11 with a 1:11.5. He is in P4 right now. Let's jump down to his teammate. As yellow flags are showing, the XTN into turn one. Looking really smooth through there on these medium tires. On this overcast day, I would be worried personally that it would be a little too cold for them, but he's definitely making them work, as has Huggy Bear, Websy. Michael's working them, and it looks like Rum is threatening to come out, or is out on them as well. DRS giving that great boost, using as much of the curb as he's willing to dare to do. Remember, those curbs can pull you in and spit you out. Here we come. BXTN to P5 for 111.4. So far, Jewel, the only driver into the 110s with a 110.5. Josh just jumped up to P2 with a 111.1. Websy not far behind, 111.15. So Josh is in with a 111.14. Rowe coming into the pits, sitting on his 111.2. Rum up into P5 now with a 111.3. BXTN drops to P6 with a 111.4. With his 111.4, Huggy sitting in P7, 111.5. Wow, it's like 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. DJ CJ, 111.8. Whoa, there's an unsafe release for you. Luckily, that's not something that we have to worry about. Uncanny, a 111.9. Michael, the reserve driver for Evil this evening with a 115.6. And Cotton has not put in a time yet, while Angry has been disqualified for blocking the pits. Yeah, very glad to have you back, Buxton. I was worried about you last week. I was really hoping you wouldn't miss more than just a week, so that you could definitely be out here defending your first place right now. So real glad to see you back. Sitting under that blanket with your 111.4. Don't imagine you can be too unhappy with that, if the race were to start right now. It would just be an incredible battle for all you guys. As Michael pulls over. We'll jump into the car with Rum. So it's looking like, obviously Rum's not on a fast lap. It's looking like the medium tires are not bad. They are competitive, as both Rum and Websy are proving now, sitting at 3 and 4 respectively. Let's see. We join Huggy in the gravel trap, but easily out and ready to get everything started. He's going to need to clean up these tires real quick. Luckily, he's a little bit away from the start-finish straight, so that he can get those tires cleaned up and get a little bit of heat back into them as he goes through the stadium. Here he goes. This is where you want to start ramping it up. Eighth gear. DRS is open. Down to second gear and quickly back up into third. I believe that's going to be to control any wheel spin that he may coming out of turn 1. Down to second gear for turn 2, and then quickly up to the fourth gear. Jewel was just disqualified from the session, and that eliminates his P1 run, his pole run. That is most unfortunate. Huggy coming up on some slower traffic. It looks like looks like the McLaren in front of him has decided to step on it. Shouldn't be an issue. Although I'm sure he would have loved to have had a little bit of that slipstream before doing that. That would have been uncanny. As uncanny as now having to navigate traffic. Beautifully done. And catches the dirt. Only barely touches the tire wall, so good for him. Didn't ruin his car. Still a chance to get out there and do it all again. Rogue now in P1 with a 111 even. It looks like 111s are going to do it for today. So Jewel will really be kicking himself over whatever happened with as far as catching that disqualification. That's really unfortunate. DJ CJ starting a fast lap. If you'll remember, DJ CJ was last season's world champion. Teamed up with the Huggy Bear this season to bring glory to the Mercedes. BXTN drops into the 110s with a 110.8. Had to prove me wrong, had to say that no, 111s are not the order of the day, but that's okay. Hey, I'm wrong all the time. Give it another 5 minutes, I'll probably be wrong again. As Rogue goes ahead and finishes up with his now P2. Rum jumps up to P1 and finishes with a 110.5. I gotta see. Oh, Buxton off. Buxton BXTN off to the side. Unfortunately for him, down into P4 now. I don't think he's. His lap is not just. He's not going to be able to put in a better lap. But Websy is able to jump up with a 110.6. DJ CJ with a 110.7. So 5.67. Oh, BXTN with his 8. So 5.678. And then Rogue starts the 111s. This is going to be an interesting race. Everybody really well represented here. This start for sure is going to be interesting. Everybody's starting on the soft tires. I'm surprised. Except for Cotton. Cotton's going to be going out on the medium tires, looking to be that driver that can go the longest and maybe jump everybody with pit strategy. So P1 is Rum, 2 is Websy, 3 is DJ CJ, 4 is BXTN, 5 is Rogue, 6 is Josh, 7 is Cotton, 8 Huggy, 9 Uncanny, 10 Michael, 11 Jewel, and 12th is Angry. Let's see what these drivers can do. The thing that everyone is going to need to be able to watch out, or going to need to watch out for this week, as is most weeks, will be those penalties, those little 3-second penalties that are easy to catch by putting the wheel off. Those are going to haunt drivers as they do most weeks, and this is a track where if you just really get your head down, you got your setup nice, you can keep it between the lines, keep it on the island, as it were, and come out on top. And that is what we are looking to see the drivers do this week. All right, as they roll off for their formation lap, we'll roll through the positions once again. So Rum in P1, Websy P2, DJ CJ P3, BXTN P4, Rogue P5. And that's a very strong 1 through 5 lineup. Josh in P6 could be strong as well. This is the first time I've ever seen him race, so I don't know. Cotton in P7, Huggy P8, Uncanny P9. So both of the I'm just noticing this is that both of the McLaren drivers are new. Michael P10, a reserve driver, Jewel P11, and Angry P12. The last two drivers, unfortunately, catching disqualifying penalties during the qualification. So here we go, all of it to play for. There is a one-stop strategy if you go from the soft to the mediums. Outside of that, the two-stop is soft to soft. Excuse me. The one stop is from the soft to the hards. Outside of that, the strategy is two stops, soft, soft, mediums. As everybody lines up, let's jump into Josh's car and try and get an idea of what we are going to have going on here. Try and get the best overview. The lights are out and the cars are a go. Angry jumping right across the track, making his way around Michael. Rogue spun around in turn 1. Josh looking like he might be happy with his start. Let's jump in the car with him. Let's look back. Huggy is a bit off. Behind him, BXTN on his return after a week hiatus. That means 1 week hiatus, not a week as in not strong. Is coming back strong though. Very well keeping up in this pack. As Josh is dropping back just a tad. DJ CJ looking to keep Websy under threat. Websy, of course, looking to keep Rum under threat. And Rum in P1. Virtual safety car as Uncanny is out of this race. But it is just a virtual safety car. These guys should be back up to racing speeds here in just a moment. Looking at Jewel, who has really stepped up, or really, as Josh is around. I wonder what happened there. I never saw the safety car. Angry gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. And we're back up to racing speed now. All right, let's jump into Websy's car here. See what the slip is doing for him, as DRS is now enabled. DJ CJ keeping Websy honest, while BXTN is keeping them all honest. We know how BXTN is. He likes to be out front. He likes to make that gap once he's out front, and then he likes to just drive in a relaxed manner, which enables him to keep his gaps. So watch for that. Unfortunately for Huggy, he has dropped back, but it is early days. But Huggy is on medium tires. He must have gone into the pits. Angry has also gone into the pits and switched to the medium tires. Cotton sitting just a bit back of Huggy as Websy takes the fastest lap. I wonder, Cotton is a driver that likes the long straights, and there are definitely long straights here, but this track is also very windy, very twisty. I wonder how that's going to play out for him. Josh seems to have recovered nicely. Out there pushing hard. Playing nicely with the curbs. I like it, I like it. Rogue trying to threaten Josh. Trying to use that DRS to his advantage. Right now, Rogue needs to hold on because DRS is just around, not this corner, but this corner just here. Rum takes a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Look at those closing speeds. And Jules right there with them. Oh my goodness, these guys are 3 wide in the T1 and make it happen. That was, guys, that was beautiful driving. Oh my goodness. I enjoyed that very much. That was great. Congratulations to the 3 of you. Wow. Yeah, that's how you drive. From now on, that's how you, when I get a partner, that's how my partner is going to drive. Cotton making inroads onto Huggy as he sets off his DRS. Will we see what we just saw with Rogue? Is Cotton close enough? Again, Cotton, a driver whose car is very, very fast down the straights. As Huggy goes really way over to the right to keep Cotton out of his draft. Cotton says he's cool with it. There's plenty of race to go. DJ CJ on BXTN. BXTN is on Webzy. BXTN looking to make up a little bit more time just to be assured that he's within DRS range when he crosses that detection zone. And there he is. DJ CJ behind him also with DRS. So the question is Webzy and BXTN playing the team game right now, holding off the Mercedes of DJ CJ and Huggy Bear just behind them? DJ CJ really closing up on BXTN as Jewel gets fastest lap of the 1:13.2. BXTN holding that gap between himself and his teammate in front of him. That's actually smart. You don't want to be right up on a driver that you're not trying to actively pass. You're going to just wash out your front end. That's going to hurt your tires, and that's going to send you, that's going to make your car want to push through corners. So, smart driving here by BXTN. Huggy, on the other hand, really pushing just now right up on the back of BXTN. BXTN will have DRS, and he's actually much closer to Webzy now than he was last lap. He cannot put himself in a position to where DJ CJ is going to make a pass on him. Very well done. Unfortunately, Huggy is not able to hang with the group up there. Too busy fighting off Cotton just behind him. Both Cotton and Huggy on the medium tires. So looking at completely different strategies here than the front three. Jewel all the way up to P6 after his disqualification during the qualifying, but a little bit in no man's land as far as being able to be up on Cotton. But Cotton and Huggy are fighting right now, so that may end up playing into the hands of Jewel. Further back of that is Josh, sitting in a little bit of no man's land himself, but no worry from Rum, who is a further almost 10 seconds behind him. Cotton getting really close up on Huggy. The threat is real, and I think Huggy feels it. Meanwhile, DJ CJ is falling back just a touch, but still well within DRS. As we are coming up to lap 10 here very soon. DJ CJ really hopping those curves. I'd be nervous for him. But his car definitely seems to be handling it without issue. The XTN trying to keep that safe distance from his teammate ahead of him. Looking to save these tires as much as possible, as we have another virtual safety car. Let's see if we can find out. anything about it here. Jules seemed to be going really slow as he comes into the pits. And catches a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits. Did not get her slowed down fast enough. That lack of a front wing never helps. Angry being very careful under the virtual safety car this time around. Remember the first virtual safety car that came out, he got caught riding dirty. Cannot do that. Rogue back in P11 on the hard tires, looking to take those to the end. DJ CJ decides to duck into the pits, going to the hards as well. I'm surprised by that. He was in a good position as the race is back on. DRS is enabled. Cotton still hounding Huggy. BXTN and Webzy now well out in front. BXTN feeling comfortable enough to allow himself to be outside of, or just outside. Now he's back in DRS range of his teammate as he does get DRS. Closes the gap a bit, but sitting about 7 seconds ahead of Huggy. Neither Huggy nor Cotton decided to go in during that virtual safety car. Wow, did you see the speed that Cotton closed on Huggy right there? And there he goes. Huggy not giving it up though. Cotton finally takes it. Now feeling the definite need to try and walk away with this, but Huggy is not having it. Huggy letting Cotton know that you don't want to get away from this Huggy bear. It's a Huggy bear. Hug this bear. So looking at the tires right now, I guess I do understand why DJ CJ came in and jumped into the hards. It's the one pit stop strategy. So looking to see what both Webzy and BXTN decide to do. As Webzy stays out, BXTN stays out. BXTN still has that DRS, but allowing for much more space between himself and his teammate. I don't know, Cotton and Huggy seem to be the same on pace, right? Whichever one is out in front seems to just be able to hold it, and then from there, they're just driving lock and step until that DRS puts the following driver in a position to where they can make a pass. And a full safety car. Michael is out of this race. That's unfortunate. It was good to see him racing again, though. Hopefully, we'll see a lot more. In the coming weeks. So, do the Astons pit? Webzy is in. Does BXTN stack? He does. Webzy going on to the medium tires. That's off strategy. BXTN also going on to the medium tires. Are these guys talking? Cotton is in onto the softs. Huggy was also in onto the hards. DJ CJ reclaims his P3. This is going to be interesting. The strategy said for a one stop to go from soft to hard, or for a two stop, it said to go from the soft to mediums. So I guess they can go and hit soft at the end of this race if they are planning to go for a two-stopper, as lap traffic making its way around the safety car. Rogue disqualified from the session, ignoring the yellow flag. Is this Rogue here? For some reason, he seemed to think that he was going to be permitted to go around the safety car. That not seeming to be the case gets him disqualified. I know he is upset about that. That is super unfortunate. Super unfortunate indeed. So DJ CJ on 3-lap old hard tires. Just ahead of him is both BXTN and Webzy, both on medium tires that are brand new. Advantage to them. Angry on the hard tires, trying to catch up to the pack. Sitting about 20 seconds behind. Jewel on the hard tires, looking to go the rest of the way. 4 laps old. Rum on the hard tires, looking to go the rest of the way. Brand new tires. Josh on the hard tires, also looking to go the rest of the way. His tires are just 2 laps old. Huggy, brand new hard tires, also looking to go the rest of the way. So Cotton on the soft tires will for sure have to make another pit stop. There's no question about that. DJ CJ in a position to go the rest of the way on his hard tires. The question is, can BXTN and Webzy here baby these medium tires to go all the way to the end? More than 15 laps, almost 20 laps, to be honest with you. That's a big ask. Did I miss something there? Huggy just passed everyone and then dropped way back. But it looked like it was legal. It looked like he just caught everyone out. We lost Rum from the session. As the AI is still driving from him, I wonder if he had an inadvertent disconnect. I'm still trying to understand the whole Huggy thing. Cotton and Jewel duking it out. Cotton able to keep it up there. Yeah, that confused me. That absolutely confused me. Cotton trying to catch DJ CJ. Is that his car? Yeah, that's his car. DJ CJ, who was sitting behind Josh right now. Josh having jumped all the way up to P3. Needs to push a little bit harder, but that's a big ask going up against the medium tires of the two front runners. If he wants to be able to get that, trying to see DJ CJ is out of this race. Unfortunate for him, Rum's AI driver is still making the rounds, so it's possible that he could jump back into his car. And I am still sitting here as Josh is around. His car is still going. I'm certain that I saw him bounce off the wall, so he's can't have a front wheel. I thought he nosed in. Maybe he hit it with his rear. Who knows? But still running. So good on you. Cotton now feeling super happy in P3, although he is 2 seconds behind. Huggy not too far behind Cotton, looking to get into DRS range. Again, that's going to be a big ask, Huggy being on the hard tires and Cotton being on the soft. That's a lot to do. And Cotton is, in fact, pulling away just a bit. Jewel with a 3-second penalty, multiple warnings. Gotta watch those track limits. But he's making the pass now on Huggy. And is he able to easily get around Huggy for P4? I'm still confused. I wish I knew. I wish I knew what happened there. It looked like he jumped the restart, but he didn't get a penalty for it. But it looks like he thought he jumped it, so he gave places back to everyone. So I don't know. Websy and BXTN now having a textbook drive. Just doing it as teammates here. BXTN not pushing, not forcing anything on Huggy. On Websy right now. And to come in as they are now, to finish the race as they are now, would be great for their team and be great to get Websy up towards the front, up more towards the front where BXTN is sitting, just to try and solidify their positions for what we know is going to be a tough second half of the season, as it always is. Huggy really pushing to get back the position that Jewel took off of him. Put a wheel in the grass there, but was able to hold it no problem. I thought for sure that was going to just snatch him out of his wits. But, and there he goes. Just as I say that, commentator's curse, as it were. Huggy doing the gentlemanly thing and backing up off the track. Unfortunately, that's going to make his tires all the more dirty and sends him for a spin. Angry sitting about 3 seconds behind Josh, who is sitting about almost 5 seconds behind Jewel. Jewel just a couple of seconds behind Cotton. Cotton a couple of seconds behind BXTN. BXTN and Webzy still doing their thing, running their train. Looking really good for what they want to accomplish by the end of this race. And a thing they could be doing right now too is, hey, let's step away from the other drivers, right? And then the last 5 or so laps, we battle it out between ourselves. Long as we keep it clean, no harm, no foul. Whoever takes it, takes it. It's good for the team all the way around. So that could be a thing that's going on as well. Would actually love to see that be the thing. Let's check out Webzy's inputs as he's driving around this track. Very smooth. As you saw there, the vibration going through his wheel was because he ran up on the curbing. Outside of that, there's just like no movement, no unwanted movement in Webzy's wheel, even as he goes over the curb there. BXTN looking about the same, just very smooth. There's the DRS. Closes on Webzy, but not looking to push that pass right now. Cotton on his 8-lap-old soft tires, starting to get into that place where he may be looking to come in. But that being said, remember, Cotton, what was it, last week or the week before? I want to say it was last week. Able to make those, make a set of soft tires go like 20 laps. So Cotton does have the ability to do it. Don't count him out just yet. Jewel has made inroads into up on the. Did I say copy? I meant Cotton. If I said copy, I apologize. Jewel looking to make inroads, or has made inroads into Cotton's lead over him. Now only sitting about a second behind. So this could get really interesting if he could find that that little bit more he needs to get into DRS range. And he may have just done it as he hits that curb and has all kinds of corrections to try and make. That was painful. That was painful even to watch. Josh sitting 6 seconds behind Jewel, but after his spin, I gotta say he must be happy with it. Still racing, still competing. Has a nice 5 seconds over Angry. Huggy sitting back there as well. Still confused by that whole thing. And Rum's AI just driving around for him. I guess he'll finish the race for him. Cotton able to to space himself out from Jewel a bit. So now 1.5 seconds back, and Jewel sitting on a penalty. We can try and check out what penalty that may be. 16 seconds worth of penalties. That is really unfortunate. Yeah, so unless Jewel can just really jump out, unless Jewel can jump out in front of Cotton, this is a non-issue here. This is a non-race. In fact, Josh is there. Angry push a little bit harder. He could be there. Let me get that out of your faces. Jewel with another 3 seconds, pushing it up to 19. As Cotton goes into the pits. That's very, very helpful for Jewel. What is Cotton putting on? Another set of softs. Trying to remember what he started on. I want to say he started on the mediums. I hope he started on the mediums, or he's going to have some issues. Cotton sitting on 3 seconds worth of penalties. Huggy able to get by Cotton, as well as Angry, Josh, and Jewel. Jewel really needing a push right now. And I guess maybe he is. He's not very far behind the leaders. And at the same time, he is very, very far behind the leaders. Let's just see Rum's AI still doing the thing. He has pit, but Cotton looking to make up a whole heap of time. There's a spread, and it's enough of a spread to make it so that these guys aren't really fighting, but they're not like so super far apart from one another outside of Rum's AI. So I'm looking for some action more towards the end of this race, as we have just under maybe or just at 10 laps to go. Let's jump back in with the leaders real quick. Watching Websy from BXTN's car. There goes the almost honorary DRS at this point. And understand, it really is right now a matter of BXTN not pushing hard to make the pass, right? I mean, you have to understand that you can see through what he's doing, he could keep up with Websy, and they could be jostling back and forth. I'm not saying at all that Websy is a slower driver or anything. It would, I believe in my heart and soul, that it would be a matter of, if they were fighting it out right now, it would be a matter of BXTN would pass him, putting Websy in the place of DRS, and Websy would then do the same, and this would go back and forth for the rest of the race. So, but this is teammates doing teammate things, looking to gather teammate points, and you can't be mad about that. That's what you want to see for sure. Jewel only about 3.5 seconds back as far as physically on track. Of course, those 19 seconds do tell a whole other story. Josh is going to have to be careful now if he wants that P3, because he is looking at a podium. If he can just stay within that time, that 19 seconds, but that time does seem to be he does seem to be falling back. It's not really a threat now. Still a good 10 seconds to play with, but why play with it if there's no need? That being said, why push too hard if there's no need? And after his spin, that would have shaken the best of us for sure. So Cotton looking to threaten Angry now. So what Angry needs to do, the best thing Angry can do for sure is, of course, stay ahead of him on track. But if Cotton, with his soft tires, as Angry pulls off into the pits, I'm surprised. Those tires should have definitely been able to make it to the end. I really can't speak. Maybe Angry is looking to collect that fastest lap. As here comes Huggy. Oh, they touch and Angry is around. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. The slightest touch and Angry goes around. Man. Sometimes poor Angry, if it wasn't for bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck at all. But again, I'm surprised that he decided to go ahead and make that pit stop. Those tires should have been able to make it to the end. But I'm not in the car, so I don't know. I'm sure he was feeling something that wasn't feeling very good for him. Josh has fallen another second back, but still sitting pretty safe, feeling pretty good. The XTN and Websy still just formation flying right now. The XTN showing a little something. Was that his way of telling Websy it's time? We're 2.5 plus 19 ahead. I don't know. Would I mess with it? I don't know if they have the. I'm sure they do. They have the 19-second information. But for him to be physically that close to them on the track, and as any driver would, as Huggy takes the fastest lap with a 1:12 even, like I'm saying, with any driver would feel like if they can make a pass, then they have a chance to get away. So perhaps the better strategy here is, with Jewel being so close physically, as you can see, he sees them just ahead of him. They're all on this long straight together. All right, Josh, now I'm starting to worry. 12 seconds. Still a few more laps to go. You definitely need to manage it. I wonder if his spin hurt his tires and he's just really nursing a set of crippled tires right now. That if that's the case, I can completely understand that. A P4 is better than a DNF for sure, right? Jewel only a second and a half behind BXTN now. I think when you see BXTN jump out, he's coming out of the out of Websy's slipstream so that he doesn't get too close going into that first corner. Not really a threat, as I may have previously alluded to. I didn't really think it was a threat. It was more of a question on my part, and the answer I think is no. It's not a threat. It's safety. It's safety. Jewel up to 1.2, 1.1. Now, if they have the 19-second information, well, Jewel got a DRS. He must have been in range through the detection zone. Good on him. So if they do have the 19-second information right now, migrating host. We lost Angry. That is unfortunate. This has been just a strange race as far as these drivers dropping out the way they have been. Run's still going. Now Angry's still going, but for some reason they decided to pit Angry. That makes no sense. Jewel really giving it the beans now. Wants to make that physical pass. Josh back 14 seconds now off of Jewel. As we are seeing that Huggy has gone around, bringing out yellow flags in that section of the track, not affecting anybody else. We're going to keep it here for a while, see if Jewel can, in fact, pull the two Astons off of their strategy. Was that Huggy again? No. Josh is around. Unfortunate for him. I do believe he's really trying to nurse those tires. And unfortunately couldn't make it work. And there it is. The end of the race. Websy P1. BXTN P2. Jewel, even with those 19 seconds, P3. Cotton does fall behind Josh. Josh is in P4. Cotton P5. Huggy looking to come around into P6. Angry P7. Rum will be in P8. Not sure what happened to DJ CJ. Michael and Uncanny DNF. And Rogue just disqualified. What a race that was. Gotta admit, a lot of confusion for me there. I'm not sure what happened. Huggy. I thought he made a great restart. Got by everybody. But then it looked like he jumped the start, or maybe he thought he jumped the start, gave the positions back. So I'm honestly not sure what happened there. Seems like we had a couple of disconnects, and then those drivers unable to get back into their cars. As you can see here, where everyone finished, pardon me, congratulations to Webzy on his victory. Congratulations to Aston on their 1-2. Congratulations to BXTN on driving lock and step with his teammate. And yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be the end of the race. Great race. As far as races can go with all the as far as it goes with all the confusion, hopefully at some point this week we will have some things cleared up in the chat. But yeah, that's going to be it for round 6 here in the Netherlands. Again, congratulations to all the drivers that participated. Bad luck for a few of you, and big win for Webzy and a big win in the overall for Aston Martin. All right, so again, next week, same time, same place. Yeah, Buxton, that was an excellent team drive, and it was good to see. It was. I don't think a lot of people realize or know. I don't know of how to do that, or that it could be good to do that. But yeah, congratulations to you guys. Looking forward to seeing you both next week, seeing what you can do. So yeah, next week same time for round 7, and until next time, this has been Faucian. You know me. I'm Ghost. 2 fingers is peace. Later.